Hey friends, how are we doing? How are we living? I hope that you are thriving and vibing. Really strange call for the messages tonight. I'm not this, I'm not that gal. I'm not that reader. But I feel like there is like a message that wants to come through, like from someone who's trying to reach you or like wants to say something to you. So this isn't like a who's thinking about you or who's lurking around. There is this like thought, monologue, message from someone who is like floating around your energy, who wants to get a message to you. I don't know if they know how to get a message to you. You'll know me, okay? I'm not trying to feed into a delulu. I'm not trying to make this focused on. I want to send to you. Okay? That's what we're about. That's what my focus on myself and myself as a reader is that's my current vibe, okay? But I don't, as much as I like to channel those messages, I don't just get to say yes or no to what messages come through. To an extent, but like if I say no to ones that want to come through, sometimes it's bad for me. Judgment, everything is fine, Ten of Swords, King of Swords, okay. I feel like I said, I'm not actually going to say like anything beyond what this person wants to articulate to you. I'm very much intentionally going into this being like, this is what they want you to know. And nothing more contextual other than just that. So, yeah. I think they've had a lot of time to think over what was said, what was done, and I think that they couldn't really see you as someone that they hurt, but they realize now that they probably did. I think they were very, very blind to one, the idea that you can be hurt. You could be that person that comes off really strong and put together. You might have Taurus placements that makes you just seem like impervious to when people hurt you, or maybe you've just got a bit of a complex where it's like you're just not going to let anyone see when you're hurt, which is like same babe. Like, so I have no qualms with that. But we have Judgment here. We have the everything is fine and the King of Swords. And it's like they were very, very blind to how they hurt you. And I think they're owning their part now. They're wanting to say like, no, I see that now. Like I can see what I said and what I did like hurt you. And the things that destroyed this were the things I did and things that I said. All right. I'm not going to try and contextualize this. We're just going to see what this person wants to say to you. And if it's for you, you'll know. And you'll know the situation. Six of Cups, the Empress. So many nostalgic memories. Like, it feels like they've always seen you as this Empress. There's this like big focus on that, specifically on the Empress. Like they've always seen you like that, even when you haven't been around or they haven't been like very like in a close proximity to you. That's still how they always like envision you. And hand in hand with that, especially when you see this Empress, it's like she's like they're graceful, beautiful, even though there are all of these like rocks and like pointy things around her. She's just amongst it, comfortable, cozy. It's kind of like you can weather any storm and you make it look good. You make it look easy, you make it look good. And I think that they've been holding that Empress image of you in their head for so long that they kind of feel like you're impervious to the relationship that you have or the relationship that you had. And they're starting to see that maybe that's not the case. But that's, yeah. Like they see you so, not just beautiful, but like whole. Like this whole entity. Like very well-rounded, powerful, empowered, stable, intimidating. It's intimidating. Yeah, you're this intimidating wonder that they have this like huge history with, and then they are just reckoning with like, oh, and I took swords to that. Like I don't think at the time they knew. They didn't think that they were hurting you because they don't think that they can hurt you, because they think that you are just like so impervious to everything that they can't fathom at the time when it was happening that was hurting you. But they're looking back and they're like, okay, that probably really, really hurt you. And that, man, like I want to say they want to take accountability for that, but like the words stop and it like pulls back. So it feels like they're close to that, but we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about that, please. Okay. They want to get a message to you. They want to say these things. They don't, I think they are like seeing you. They do have like a window into your life. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. And they see you doing well. Like they genuinely see you with fluctuations. They see you doing well. And as much as there is like this want to potentially get a message to you and maybe come back into your world, I think they don't want to disrupt how full your cup seems to be, how overflowing, and how much you seem to be really like working on yourself. Like really investing all of your love and energy into yourself. It feels like, yeah, the message is like, I can see it. I can see you glowing. I can see you working. I can see that you're happier, and I don't want to risk coming out of nowhere after having caused you so much pain. Okay. And it's like they caused you pain and you kept giving them chances, and they see that like they kept pushing you away or trying to close things down or become a bad person in your mind, and you wouldn't let them, like you wouldn't see them in the light that they were trying to like show up as. You wouldn't let them assume this like villain role. You just kept giving them chance after chance, and they just kept being in their cycle of trying to shut it down. And they think they were more focused on like shutting the relationship down because it was something overwhelming for them and they couldn't handle that. And that was the priority. It was shutting down the relationship. And so there wasn't even space in their brain to conceptualize how that would affect you. But they always thought like you would be better off without them. And it's not because, well, yes, because there is a dynamic here that's clearly got some form of toxicity there. And that there's just like not clear communication. But you're the empress. Like, you will be fine without them. You'll be fine without anyone. You don't need anyone. Everyone needs you. Like, you're the light. You're the good thing. And you don't need someone like that in your life, you know, dragging you down or taking energy away from you. But also they don't want your pity, and they don't want your pity, and they don't want your help. And not because not because they don't want to receive your love, but because they want to be able to meet you there. They want to show up as an equal, or show up as someone that can be of service to you. And they feel like they can't. I was going to say they can't. I was like, they feel like they can't. Whether or not they can't is a different story. They definitely feel like they can't. Anyways, they don't want to interrupt you. I'm like deep in the download of this. Okay. All right. Yeah, they don't want to kill your vibe. Is there anything else that they want to say apart from they know that they hurt you? It's like anytime they let themselves think about a beautiful like future with you, that's immediately kind of just destroyed by the idea that you'll actually just be happier alone or without them. And any concept of trying to come towards you, it's like they just stop. And I don't think they're stopping because they can't do it. I think that like, not because they don't want it, it's they're stopping because they don't want to take you away from the happiness that you could have without them. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Devil. Yeah. It's like pretty fixed in their mind that like any communication forward would end up in like something really toxic. It's really like this fixed cycle with you. And I think they're acknowledging it. Something might cause the cycle to like start again. A message, an action. And they acknowledge that both of you will just be meeting each other as, you know, a Knight of Cups and a Knight of Swords. You're just speaking different languages. One's like carrying, you know, you're carrying your heart in your hand. They're coming up heavy swords in this reading. You move forward intentionally with your heart in your hand, like ready to fill someone's cup, and they will just rush forward with their words, ready to like strike out at anything that they perceive to be a threat. Like, and it's just not healthy. I think this is something that they want to say. I'm feeling like this urge to alleviate any blame that you might be feeling about what happened here because of maybe a lack of accountability that happened when all of this went down or as all like throughout this relationship. And they want to take the blame off you a little bit. Yeah. Girl, why do I want to cry? Lastly, you, like, they have full belief that you will be able to do everything that you want to do. Like, they've seen you transform and reinvent yourself over and over again. They've been watching and they see it and they're intimidated by it. They're terrified of it. They are in awe of it. But like, if all of this was a message, the last thing is like, it's like beyond a belief. It's just this knowing that you're going to make something beautiful with your life. That's what they want to say. Y'all. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull oracles. I don't even know what for, if this is your guides, if this is still them. Like, I don't know. Strange tapping into their energy, you know? Okay. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And just let me be, liberation, free, spirit, wild, authentic. Sorry, I feel like everything's just dropping a little bit for me because that's their energy is just like dropping. It is, yeah, I feel like they're letting you go to let you grow. And yeah. All right. Readings are changing, y'all. I feel like I've been processing a lot of energy recently that's been sitting through my body, and it's like, it feels like when it's happening, a mixture between like Reiki and electric shock therapy. I don't know. There was a middle ground between that. That's what it feels like. And now the readings are changing and getting weird. So happy to be on this journey with y'all. I hope that this found you, if it resonated with you, or if you felt like this was someone in your energy that needed to say these things to you, or if you've been feeling this energy. And I don't know. This has been weird. As always, love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.